Hi everyone, welcome to our twin flame reading. We'll call this for November, but time is fluid, so you may see this November 2020, and it may be the right time for you. So take off that, something must be a current reading. Maybe if it's just going by the cards, right? But we're intuitively reading on top of that. So whenever you see it, it's just the right time for you. It's when you're open to receiving whatever is in here. So, welcome. So this is going to be twin flame reading. I was going to do one of the zodiac signs, but I just got this urge that, no, I need to do twin flame. I'm going to do it in two parts. We're going to do the divine masculine, and we're going to do the divine feminine. But what we're going to do is I want them talking, okay? I want them talking back and forth. So we're going to do it at the same time. I may just throw in questions. I'm very in tune with the energy out there, so I can feel some of your questions. So we'll figure it out, okay? We'll just let it flow. But for some reason, we're meant to do a twin flame, so let's do it. We are going to use the Universal Tarot for the divine masculine. We're going to use the Cosmic Tarot for the divine feminine. And I'm going to use another to clarify, and I'll probably use the same deck. We'll see. I'm just winging it, guys. Just going with my intuition of what I'm supposed to be doing here. Well, I'm giving the cards a couple shuffles. We're going to give it 3 shuffles. Go ahead and take a minute and just do some deep breathing in through the nose. I do for a 4 count. I do in for 4, I hold it for 4, and then I release it for 4. Don't know if that's right or wrong. It's just what works for me. And the purpose is just to help clear the mind. We kind of want to take the mind out of it. Once you're done doing that, it's a great time to ask your spirit guides to come in for confirmation for you, signs that a certain message is for you or the whole reading is for you. Trust the signs once you see them, once you hear them, trust, and then ask for another. And let's begin. I'm going to do the Divine Feminine's deck real quick. So they're both ready. They're all pre-shuffled. I just like to shuffle them on the video so you can see. You know what it does is it helps you. How I let the cards just fly out. What wants to come out will come out. I know. It's like when I'm shuffling, I feel spirit like getting the cards in the way they need to be. I just trust in that. But sometimes our earthly beings, like, if we don't see it, then we put doubt around it. Like, wait a minute, Sandy didn't shuffle that deck. She probably had it stacked that way. And even if you don't want to think that, it can come up. So this is why I do this. Plus, I love shuffling. It just relaxes me. Okay. Divine Feminine. They are on equal footings. And let's begin. We're going to start with the Divine Masculine. And I just want to get an overall energy of where they're at right this moment. What do we need to know about their current moment? As it relates to us. We're not being what's the word, like, I don't ask my guides to give me, like, the dirt. I only want what's going to benefit us, right? So, you know, I mean, sometimes dirt comes up, don't get me wrong, but then it's something that we need to know. Otherwise, you know, we're just going to get what's going on in the current energy for the divine masculine. If I say he and she, understand that if you are, you know, you love someone the same sex as you, just transport that, right? Just know that it absolutely can apply to you. I mean, love is love, is love is love. Love is love, as love is love. So it could be he, she. You know where you are by the energy of what's coming out, okay? Well, boy, maybe some of you are like, wow, I thought it was the divine feminine, but here I relate to the divine masculine's energy. Okay, but don't think that you can't, right? Because we are each, you know, we already have that within us, so we portray that. So just be aware, and listen, I believe you can flip-flop. You can be the divine masculine for maybe 5 years, and you know, maybe something happens, or you're I don't know, something happens and you move into divine feminine. You know, if we were looking for perfection, that would be the balance of both within ourselves, right? And that's really what the Chariot talks about. So this is why you want to kind of leave your mind out of it of, well, I don't know, because I'm not a male, so that can't apply to me. No, it's masculine. Okay, so we open with the the Queen of Cups. People would be Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. I always see her cloak or her, whatever it's called. It reminds me of Scorpio. And because it reminds me of it, I know for some of you it is Scorpio, okay? Whether this person's a Scorpio. You know, they're faced outward, but there's abundance behind them. So there's something behind them. And I don't mean like, well, I can refer to the past, but I'm not thinking it of that. I'm thinking of something that I want, that I don't have, that I don't see, but I'm feeling either that I can have it or that it's coming my way, okay? So this is someone who, you know, this is someone who, they are opened to love. And that's a biggie, because many times we're closed to love. So love may want to find us, but it's just going to butt up against that energy, right? So it has to take another course. Its energy has to keep moving then, right? It comes up, okay, I'm supposed to go to Al's house. Comes to Al's house, you know, it's like at the door, knocking, let me in, let me in, let me in. It's love, let me in. And Al, you know, maybe Al doesn't answer the door. I don't want it. I don't want it. Come on, Al. Come on, Al. I don't want it. Okay. And he goes next door to Carol's house. I have the Page of Pentacles. So this person is learning about something. Okay, this person is learning. Maybe this person is really learning about how to manifest something, how to bring something to them. However, with the Ace of Pentacles, is that like the third time I said that? I know you're going to get the Ace somewhere. What was I going to say? Oh, this Page of Pentacles tells me that chances are what I want is not right around me. It's in the world. It's in the world. okay? But it is in the world. You know, so it's manifested somewhere in the world. If this person, probably is. It's manifested within the world, okay? That may mean nothing, but to some, it just feels like it kind of is like a warm blanket, just knowing that. Anyway, so this person, you know, actively wants to bring this source of abundance to them. I don't think there's motion yet. Like, let's say, if it's a person, let's say, you know, my divine feminine lives, I don't know, lives in Oklahoma, you know, but I live in Georgia. What was I saying there? I'm sorry, I just feel like I'm being pulled in a different direction. And the reason why I'm saying that is, I do feel like there is someone who is actively searching. Okay, now, I feel like why they're not in motion is because what they're doing is they're searching on Facebook, Instagram, you know, blah, 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 all them. I don't know all of them, so I can't give you, I'm just giving you what I know. It could be any social network group, and it may be a few, where it does feel like someone is looking, okay? They're looking for someone, right? They're looking for someone. Now that I'm feeling the energy, you know, is behind her, and I mean, it's not in front of me, but I know it's there. So this person, to me, feels like, first of all, their heart is open, number one. Number two, I can only assume it's you that they're thinking of, right? Because why else would begin the story? So they're thinking of you. They haven't gone into motion yet, as in, again, if I live in Oklahoma and they live in Georgia, you know, they're not jumping on a plane and flying to Oklahoma. You know, not yet, anyway, okay? I mean, we don't want to rule out that possibility because chances are it could come. But this person is, so I'm not physically looking, but I am looking. So, social network and what have you. We have Capricorn. I mean the devil, excuse me, which is the card of Capricorn. You know, some of you are probably Capricorn because this pentacle seems to be coming from the energy of the devil. So we know Capricorn's in the house. However, why does this person all of a sudden, because that's what it feels like to me, like all of a sudden I started maybe thinking of you. All right, I'm them right now. So I just started thinking of you. Right? Where it was, like, what happened that got me to that point? Because now I feel like, listen, she's holding her cup up too. She's holding it up. Almost like she's ready to partake in it, but also wanting to offer it. Male or female, just forget about that. You know, how I'm reading her, and listen, she could be Scorpio, right? I mean, she could be any of them, any water sign. But really, how this is reading for me is, this is someone who is now opening their heart. I feel like their heart has been closed off, maybe closed off to people. It feels like, you know, it's just my heart that I closed off, like I didn't stop living my life, things like that. But something changed within them. But probably also within their circumstances. Now, I'm looking at the devil, and so is the Queen of Cups. Page of Pentacles isn't. So I'm not basing my search off of energy that I used. Okay, so there's well, it's a twin. No wonder. I forgot that I was doing a twin flame reading. And I'm thinking, why is this part of the energy so much stronger? Okay. So, this is showing me a couple things. At times, I feel like this connection is a blessing. at times, I feel like this connection is a curse. And part of where my head and heart have been, mainly my head, is feeling more of the curse energy. So it took me a while to, I flip-flop. Okay, because I was just about to say it took me a while before I got rid of it, but in reality, I don't think I'm rid of it. It's still there. I just have to keep it at bay. So I have to make a decision which energy. It's almost like I wake up in the morning, I have to make this decision. Which energy do I want to take on? The energy of the blessing or the energy of the curse? And I mean, we can just think about that for a second and know where each road's going to lead us, right? We know that. And maybe this is what is happening over here, the realization of that, the realization of, I choose, I choose. Interesting. Okay, we're going to take the feminist cards now. We'll take 3 for her. Well, we'll take what comes out. I'm not going to limit it. And I want to remind you, you can be a female and be the divine masculine and vice versa, okay? There's a reason why I brought it up, and I am feeling that in the energy. And the Queen of Cups is just reminding me that, the same thing. Maybe to say it again. Doesn't take away your masculinity, anything like that. Actually, I don't know. There's nothing sexier, more sexier than a nurturing man. Okay, so we got a bit coming out for I was going to say the Queen. We can call her the Queen. We have the Strength card. Card of Leo. Well, we have the Emperor. Card of Aries. 2 very strong energies. I can feel it. I hope they're working in harmony. I don't know. We have the 9 of Swords. I have to say, we spend way too much energy in the 9 of Swords, just as humans, right? Because when we're in the 9 of Swords over love, 9 of Swords is that worry, right? It's, it'll never happen, or it's a worry of how it'll happen, and then, okay, what's going to happen? Now I'm worried about everything about this about to happen, and you know what I mean? So I'm kind of writing my, it's like I'm writing a book, and here I am writing a chapter of my life, right? My fear snowballs on me. This is non-movement in something because the fear is greater than the want. The fear is greater than the desire. It's not true, but that's what it feels like, because that is not true. Your desire is stronger than anything. It's just that you need to get to it. So the 9 of Swords, you can look at 9 of Swords as like entities trying to throw you off your path, so to speak. But you're stronger than that, right? Because 9 of Swords reminds us that we're creating this energy. We're creating it in the 8 of Swords. And then when we get to the 9 of Swords, it becomes excess, right? Chances are I'm not moving forward in anything because I don't even know what the hell's going on in my life, right? It's because I'm putting too much into this other person. I need this other person to fulfill me. And that is just not the case. It won't happen. It's just, it's almost like part of our weight, I think, sometimes is learning the fact that, what is love? Love is about loving someone else. It's not about what you mean true love. It's not about what you can do for me. It's about what I can do for you. Loving you makes me feel good. That's all I need. Right? So we have to get to a certain spot. And sometimes, we want something to come in. We want something to come in. And maybe we're feeling, oh my God, I think it's really coming true. And I'm telling you, then that freaks us out. So this is take a moment and just kind of look at your energy and see why See why it feels out of control? You know, even if you do it for just a second, all you need is a little bit of light on it, and then that light will grow. There you go, the Chariot. You can't climb on the Chariot if you're in the Nine of Swords energy. The Chariot would throw you off. The Chariot would refuse to move. This is movement forward. This, to me, with the Chariot means I have balance, right? The divine feminine, the divine masculine. There's a balance. This is also showing me that this is part of your fear. What I want, I'm fearing at the same time. So why would that be? Well, let's see what else is here. And, you know, actively working on that, though. So this is energy that you're working on. Temperance, beautiful. Look at the major arcanas you have. You have a postage stamp of major arcanas. We have Strength, the Emperor, Temperance, and the Chariot. Beautiful, right? Strong energy. But nonetheless, here's this Nine of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Some of you are the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe that's why I'm saying the Queen. But we also have Cancer, we have Sagittarius, we have Aries, and we have Leo. Wow. So no one's being left out. I think that's the moral here. No one's being left out. Okay, so let's look at something here. So I have Temperance looking back at the Queen of Pentacles. Almost like, I'm not talking to her. I'm intuitively, I'm telepathically talking to this Queen of Pentacles. So Temperance is telepathically giving this Queen a message. However, above the Queen's head is the Nine of Swords. So this Queen is in fear-based energy. Now, maybe it doesn't feel like I'm in fear-based energy, 10 hours of the day. I'm at work and my mind's busy, but it exists. It's almost like there's that, you ever have days where you feel like this underlying, like I don't have anxiety, but there's this underlying type of nervousness. There's this like low vibration in your body. I hope somebody knows what I'm talking about, because to this day I can feel that. And I know it's more about everything that's on my mind, and to take a second and to hash it out with myself. And I just did that. And I realized I owed my boyfriend an apology, who is my twin, by the way. I owed him an apology because I noticed I was repeating an energy of what someone did to me a long time ago. You think you got shit cleared, right? But these little things come up, and you can look at it, or you can put it back down, and it'll come back up again. Anyway, something that someone did to me many, many years ago, but it affected me in a big way. It's just a way I spoke. Okay, it's not, I didn't do anything major. But to me it was, because here I was repeating this energy that hurt me before. And I realized I am now becoming that. And it's weird because the person who did it to me passed away. And what do I want to say about that? Not much. I don't like giving the light of day to that too much. But anyway, I felt that energy a little bit. So I knew right away what that was trying to tell me. I was feeling that person's energy because I was acting like that person. And that was a sign to me. And thank God I listened to it, because out of that, I really looked at what I did, and I was just like, oh my God, I can't, what's wrong with me? So I thought, I'm just going to I'm going to swallow my pride, and I'm going to apologize, and I said, it won't happen again, because I don't want to be like that. Anyway, I know, I'm not giving you details, which is making me look really bad. It's not that big of a deal. It just felt like it. So anyways, you know, and hello, I am the Queen of Pentacles. So it may be used in my experience to help you. Interesting. Okay, let's keep going. So, okay, so we have the, I'm going to say the DM, which is Divine Masculine, and the DF, which is Divine Feminine. It's just easier. We have the DM, who is open, okay? Some are looking on social media, what have you, about you, okay? We have you, well, I don't know which is you, okay, but this you, I have the energy of being in the energy of fear, okay? Now, it doesn't have to, you know, I say fear, but fear is very broad. There's a lot of different energies within fear, all right? So I act a certain way because of a fear, right? I talk a certain way because, you know, I may have picked up, you know, something from a period, just like I did, where I had the realization, or maybe I don't have that realization yet, that I repeated, right? Repeated, especially the 9. So the 9 is also about the end of the chapter out, right? It's the end of the road here, the end of this energy, and usually that means expansion. So, but the 9 is also about awareness over one's journey. So I don't just walk away and be like, okay, well, that was a wild ride. I want to make sure I take a moment, right? Because if I wait too long, I may forget details. Things may not pop out the same way. So the 9 is like, take a second and get clarity over this journey you just had, this one chapter. Get clarity, because parts of it you will be using moving forward, right? The lessons of it, the wisdom gained, knowing now exactly what I don't want, you know, or what I do want. You know, sometimes you need to learn what it is I don't want, and how you know that for sure is because you experience it, right? This person got the sword right in their back. But the queen is afraid it's just going to happen again, and maybe again, and maybe again. So she's not trusting herself, because really she's got more control than... Anyway, Temperance is here, though. Temperance tells the whole spread. Take a moment, calm everything down, right? Get yourself in balance. Work on these fears, right? The Chariot is right here. It's right here. But it can't move while I'm in the 9 of Swords energy. It just can't. It can't. It just can't. You know, it's not a helicopter. It just lifts up and goes around the wall, right? It needs a little bit of a running start. Okay. So this DM over here is aware of why this queen would be in the 9 of Swords energy over the 2 of them, or the thought of them coming together, or what have you. You know, he's aware of previous energy that, you know, didn't, let's put it this way, it wasn't a blessing, it felt like a curse. So we were in what felt like cursed energy, and this person aware of that, but this person's also aware of the blessed energy, right? I can have that too. You may be working on the same lesson, because with the Chariot here, you know, it is the Divine Feminine, it is the Divine Masculine. So you may be working on the same lesson, just in different ways, different circumstances. Okay, let's keep going. We have the 9 of Cups, and we have the Moon. Moon is, excuse me, the card of Pisces, but to me it's also Cancer. Okay, well, let's get the last card out. So I really like where the DM's energy is at. You know, no matter what's going on around him, and we'll find that out when we bring out the next deck, I like where he's sitting energetic-wise. And the reason why I like that is because, you know, when I'm in a positive mindset, and manifesting, right? Well, I'm bringing positive things back to me. If I'm in my negative, if I'm in that cursed energy, I can't help but bring cursed energy. And it's not that the universe isn't trying to give you better. It's just that you're not opening up to it, right? You're putting a limitation. You're putting it in a box, right? You're only willing to feel a box full of energy, and the universe is saying, get rid of the walls and expand, because you have the use of universal energy, but you're putting it in a box, right? It has to feel a perfect way. It has to look a perfect way. And the universe is like, let it go and let it be. And, really just knock those walls down and, feel the expansion of the universe. Okay, maybe that's what you need. It's almost, usually I say, well, go get grounded, put your feet on the ground, but I almost feel like someone needs to know that they need to feel the expansion of the universe. They need to feel they're not stuck in this box anymore. And it can only come through you. The Nine of Swords can only come through you, though. Okay, why do I keep going back there? We're not done yet. I wonder why. All right, so we have the moon here. And I don't know, is the full moon in Aries? Because it could be. And that may give us a starting point, because I do have the King of Pentacles above that, not the King, I'm sorry, the Prince of Pentacles above that. And, he becomes a messenger. So, here's the Queen of Cups talking to this page. Did I say knight? I'm sorry. Talking to the page and, with purpose, right? I need you to go out and do something, right? Usually that goes to the knight. The knight is the action, and then the knight brings it back to the queen, brings it back to the king. So, I have that energy right there, but I also have the energy below that of, well, I'm not sure where they're at. I'm not sure. I don't have all my details, right? I have the energy of the moon, which to me is kind of dreamy. I kind of like the moon, especially sitting next to the Nine of Cups. That's pretty dreamy energy. So, somebody, you're part of someone's dreamy fantasies here. And, but they just don't know where you're at yet. They don't know. They don't know if you're single. Here's the Nine of Cups. Are they single? Are they in a relationship? But there's also the awareness of previous tough energy, whether it's this lifetime, whether it was previous lifetimes. There's the acknowledgement of it. So the dark is no longer in the dark, it's in the light. That can also mean awareness for this person. They now have the awareness of, maybe I said 3 years ago, you're my twin flame. And they're like, well, what? I'm your what? What do you mean? What's that mean? We don't even look alike. What do you mean a twin? Right? Their awareness wasn't where your awareness is at. So, it's like speaking Chinese to an American and expecting the American to just know what I'm saying. Anyway, let's keep going. So I like where the DM's sitting. Though I do have to say, I do not see movement with the DM yet. So, I'm not feeling like this is something that happens tomorrow. I just want you to, I want to be upfront with you. Doesn't mean that I'm right. Okay? It could certainly happen tomorrow. I mean, it could certainly just happen today. But what I'm feeling is, based on the cards, I'm seeing very little movement. I see most of it is within my dreams And I do mean physical dreams. Like they may be dreaming about you. Maybe you're dreaming about them. Maybe your dreams are real, right? Maybe you guys are connecting through your dreams, because they're feeling dreamy about you. And I keep having to say that word. They're feeling dreamy about you. But I don't feel like they're in physical movement yet. And, you know, based on what I feel over here, I want to say, I'm sorry, but thank God. Thank God, because a lot of the energy over here, you know, you're not ready to, you know, if you're honest with yourself, you're not quite ready to really receive. You may think you are. I'm telling you, you may think you are, but really ask yourself, are you? Like, are you at the place where you can let go of your own ego, where you can let go of, you know, I don't know, your own wants in a way, because when you love unconditionally. That means I love you no matter what, and I want to put your needs first. It's what brings me joy. Am I at that place, or am I at the place where I need love to come in because I'm broken? And I feel like love's the only thing that can heal me. Now, love can be very healing, but sometimes when we're broken, it is our lesson. And for somebody just to come in, though I may want it, if I allow it, then in a way they're stealing that lesson from me. They're stealing the exam. I have been in the class, right? Maybe I have been in this class for 3 years. I've been in high school for 3 years, and I am just ready to graduate. And then this person comes in, bam, takes that last exam, which stops everything. Almost shuts that road down. I'll just come back and do it at a later date, right? That's what I'm going to have to do. And you're right, because it is part of your, let's say, karmic lesson. Let's just say that. And I feel like, guys, that's why I'm saying it. You know, you've taken the journey. Now it's really the awareness. The awareness is the exam. That's it. And you only need a C to pass. You don't need an a C. So, you know, I'm a very lenient parent. Oh my. Okay, this is getting deep. And I don't know why I keep going over here. Like, I'm just trying to get one more card here. But it'll come when it wants to. I'm kind of looking forward to clarifying the Emperor over here, because his energy is very strong. This could certainly be a father figure. You know, it could be a boss. I feel like if it's a boss, it'd be more about it's someone I fell in love with. I'm not feeling this has anything to do with career. I just don't. I feel like we're sticking to twin flame energy. So this could certainly be a father, because the temperance is coming below him. This could be someone who's certainly trying to help you. Some of you, you know, it could be someone that you find who helps you in some way calm your mind. You know, maybe it's hypnosis. I don't know. Like hypnosis. What's weird, I'm feeling that about this Emperor, but I am. I'm feeling like all of a sudden, like, in some way, he can help you overcome the mind. I mean, it's what it is. It's the mind in different forms, but the mind. Yet, as I say that, I don't fear this person at all. Matter of fact, I feel like, you know, this could be somebody who's like healing hands. And I trust the energy of this Emperor very, very much. Okay. Oh, look at that. We have the Hangman in the awareness state. So, here's our movement. Well, let's just say this is awareness, okay? This is complete awareness. of oneself, of one's circumstances, of one's surroundings. This is awareness. This is someone who now is in the current moment, lives in the current moment. This is awareness. This is quite beautiful. You know, there's the moon right beside us. So this tells me that if I'm looking for someone on social media, I'm going to find them. No fear. This is not anybody bad. If someone was bad to you, this is not that person. This is not about this. You know, have common sense when you watch readings like this, because this is not about a previous bad guy coming back. No. Anyway, now, as I say that, I also see that he has awareness of his dark energy. But that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. That's quite a beautiful thing. And the Nine of Cups, listen, I just kind of love where this person's at energetically. They're feeling good. And not just feeling good, but they're feeling confident. You know, when I was saying earlier about the page going to the knight, and the knight, the action to go get, you know, go get me, you know, bring back the queen what she wants. No questions asked, right? The knight's like, listen, I'm not asking you if you want to go to the queen. You're coming to the queen, right? You take it up with the queen once you get there. So think of energy like that when it comes into you. It's not about, I mean, of course you could say yes or no. It's your free will. And that's something else we got to remember too. The universe can bring energies together like this, right? Connect us through vibration. But once we have it, it's up to us what we're going to do with it. That's when free will comes in. You know, the universe is not going to control every aspect of your relationship, because we're adults, right? The universe is like, no, this we leave to you. We leave to you. That's your free will. You fill it in how you want. It'd be like the universe telling you how you have to decorate your house. No, we can help maybe find you the perfect house, but what you do within that home becomes you, becomes your energy, your free will, two people's, right? So keep that in mind. You don't want the universe to save you, because that is not the purpose. Anyway, we have the Knight of Swords, or I'm sorry, the Page of Swords. So maybe, you know, to me, that's probably when the communication is going to come in. That is when I'm ready to communicate. Oh, well, look at this. The page goes right into the night. And this is someone, well, look at this. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So this is someone who's really feeling this energy. This is someone who's had a lot of awareness over themselves within the Nine of Cups, having clarity with the moon moving into the page, right? This is what I want to know. That information, whatever was in the moon information, it comes to the light. It comes to the light of the day. You know, because of this person's awareness. So maybe that's why we're not talking too much about where they've been, because it doesn't matter. It's about where they're at right now, energetically. And, you know, I'm just going to be honest. We don't have two equal sides at this point, right? Because it just feels like this person is at the awareness. Now, I can have awareness, but I haven't dealt with the fear. So that's good, because, you know, if I have to pick something, if I've already had the awareness, it doesn't guarantee me the fear won't arise. I still have that responsibility within myself to deal with that, to work it out, right? And then to end it. Boop. So, I mean, truly, you know, what if, oh my God, what if it does happen? Oh my God. I don't know. But I just feel for some reason in this reading, I have to say it again, like, if I'm broken, it's not about someone who comes in and saves me. I need to learn to save myself. I have valuable lessons within that saving of myself that I don't want to throw away, because I'm so close to the ending of it. the exam is right around the corner, and then I get my degree, and then I graduate, and then I will also find myself in this energy of awareness, complete awareness. It's like if you listen to Abraham Hicks and just they talk about the vortex, right? Getting to the vortex. Well, you know, very few people, I imagine, get to the I mean, I haven't figured it out yet. Get to the vortex and stay there. You know, there's one author that I can think of. Oh my God, I always forget his name. Eckhart Tollhart? You guys know who I mean. You filled his name in before for me. Thank you. Anyway, he's the only one I can think of who is probably in a state of awareness more often than not. Things just don't bother him, right? Things don't bother him anymore. No fear. You know why? Maybe there's a realization of, you know, if I die, I die. There's no fear of where I'm going. No fear whatsoever. I mean, it's just the next adventure somewhere else. Yeah, maybe right here in a different way. But, you know, there's no fear attached to it. And because it is an awakening. Okay. Anyway. Alright, let's, okay. Deck was upside down. I have the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This person may work for themselves. They may own a business. You know, for some of them, they could certainly be in college, or, you know, it doesn't mean that they have to be college age. It could be any age. You know, they could be teaching in a college, because I do feel like education's important. I don't know why, but I do. I feel like education's important all of a sudden, and it's intriguing. So this is someone who has a good mind. This is someone who likes to expand the mind, and you probably do too. And, you know, I feel like this person also, you know, like looking for you, if I was looking deep within them, part of what they like about it is there's something within them. They like being a detective. They like finding something that can make a change, that can make something better, maybe in their life or anyone's life. So, you know, it's fun for them in a way. This is kind of on a subconscious level, though. Like, what draws me to do this? I don't even know. It's not really my personality. But then, you know, I start to feel it. I start to allow myself to feel it. And I'm like, okay, I'm just a natural at this, right? That type of energy. Anyway, Seven of Pentacles is here. So, you know, this gives me almost like, I don't know, I want to say the root of it. You know, it's not telling me anything I don't already know. It's giving me the importance of the weight of the two people, of this couple. Because I feel like the couple, you know, when it comes together, and listen, it doesn't mean, what I'm about to say doesn't mean it happens immediately. Chances are it doesn't. But when they come together, let's say in perfect harmony, they were not shooting for perfection, but perfect harmony. When they reach that state, I don't know, there's like this knowing, because I'm seeing like this tree. I gotta stop talking about it because I can't explain it the way I'm seeing it, but I'm seeing like this tree, and the tree roots, and the roots just continue down and keep going and going, but I can't see the roots, right? Like, I can't see that, but it's there. Maybe what it's saying is, maybe you haven't found this sense of comfort that the two of you bring together. Maybe you're not even aware of that yet. But this is something that is coming, right? This is something that when we're together, and I do feel like it's not right away. And I feel like the reason why it's not right away is I feel like there are a few little issues that will come up, only to be cleared. So don't freak out about them. Don't live within them. Just bring it out, talk about it, do what needs to be done, and then get it out of there. That's it. Don't live in it, okay? And that means don't live in the past. and past pains if I really want to make a go of this, okay? Because the Chariot's saying, you know, I do need balanced energy. The Temperance is saying also, I need balanced energy, right? I need, you know, again, doesn't have to be 100%, but it needs, I need to be working on it. However, then there's this Emperor up here, and this Emperor in some way, and here I am back on this side again, guys. I don't know why. But here's this Emperor again, and he's just bringing something to the table. Okay, so I have the Seven of Pentacles, and to me, this is a card of destiny. This just says, listen, the seed had been planted, you know, ages ago, and it's harvest time, right? The awareness is coming out of that. This is the awareness of how special someone is to me. Almost feeling the energy that you may have spoken back at one time. Okay, anyway. I just feel like there's some type of issues that we need to work out here. Because what's more important right here, we have awareness over here. We're not quite here. We're not quite there over here. So I want to get you, whoever this is, balanced so we can have awareness on both sides. Well, hello, baby. Ten of Cups. The Chariot right above it. So what's the Chariot saying? It can bring in. It can take you to. Ten of Cups. I mean, I couldn't want any more in this, right? And, you know, when you're with a twin, Ten of Cups, once we get to a certain point, it's just the way it is. I feel like the Ten of Cups energy is a point where I can let down all my defenses in front of this person. I can let down my fears. I don't, you know, it's just how it is. Like I'm in a stateful energy. What the heck? Why can't I talk? I'm in a grateful energy. Six of Cups. Who is this Ten of Cups with? Well, you have the Six of Cups right there. Right there. You know, this tells me, even though, well, I feel like this is clarifying for some people who have already met their twin, right, and are in separation. This may be your confirmation. But can we have the Ten of Cups? Absolutely, you can have the Ten of Cups. Here it is. You just now have to match the energy of the Ten of Cups, and then you have it all day long. You know, by the way, you have it whether someone's there with you or not. You're just automatically in that Ten of Cups. And the reason why is when I'm in this state of joy, I allow myself to be in my natural state of joy. I can't help but rub off against other people, right? I can't help it. You know, do you ever watch a baby laughing? You're going to laugh, right? Their joy brings you joy. We're connected, right? We know what that feels like. So, okay. You really have the most beautiful cards except for this Nine of Swords. And man, is it like taking over the energy, right? And that's exactly what it's doing to you. So we don't get to talk about the other cards quite as nicely because it exists. What that tells me is sometimes when I'm talking, I don't think that not a lot, but I don't think that some of you will get it right now. But I'm confident that for whatever reason, your guide will bring you back and then you will hear it in a different way. And that's fine, right? It's just whenever you're ready, right? This is about your strength. This is about you overcoming. It's whenever you want, but there's other things that you want that are being halted because of the Nine of Swords. Okay, I'm not going to keep talking about it. Alright, we're going to bring in the Cosmic Tarot. I know, so we already didn't finish off that block, right? Wait a minute. We already have the cosmic tarot. What? By the way, I mean, I was just about to use this deck as clarifiers. And, they're not clarifiers. They're the divine feminines. But look what was on the deck when I cut it. The Two of Cups and the Moon. Someone's looking for this love. Some of you it's Pisces, right? Pisces keep showing up. Alright, we're going to use the crystal vision. Oh, I just noticed a star on the bottom. There's our Aquarius. That's the energy of keeping hope, right? Staying in the energy of hope instead of defeat. It's never too late to recreate. Never. Maybe I did create some bad, crappy shit in my life, right? Yeah, well, so I did. Yeah, I get it now. Now that I know that, now I know how I did it, I won't do that again. So I'm going to think about that, and I'm going to start truly thinking of my energy as a paintbrush. And I'm going to start creating my next painting. But I'm doing it out of light. Okay, I'm going to look at the Emperor first. You know what? I don't think I gave these 3 shuffles. I think I gave them 2. And I always do 3. Something just didn't feel right. Looking at the Emperor. I have the Page of Wands. I have the Four of Wands. I have the Eight of Cups. And I have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so for some of you, I feel like, number one, this may be, when I said a boss, or a supervisor, or someone I worked with and I respected their opinion. I respected their work. I respected them, period, as a person. You know, that may be even like where someone initially met, you know, and what I'm seeing here, okay, so that holds true. But also what I'm seeing here is this Emperor is someone that you certainly had a pretty deep connection with. Page of Wands going into the Four of Wands. But it's showing me you leaving this energy, okay? So I'm in the Four of Wands. But for some reason, when I'm in this Four of Wands, I'm thinking of something else. Which is interesting because the Four of Wands to me is just beautiful, beautiful relationship energy. But yet, it's showing me that I still, you know, it didn't fulfill me completely. However, the energy that some of you are actively, so I'm actively trying, listen, I feel like, why am I feeling like this? Unless this Emperor is, again, you're a twin from an earlier time, because what I'm feeling is, I had this connection with this person, and it was beautiful, and I recognize the beauty of it. I recognize the love and the connection we had. I don't know, it was special, a special connection. You know, I may even say that someone might have felt like this person did come in and rescue you from something, okay? But nonetheless, I also have you wanting to leave that energy, thinking of it, okay? This could be a previous relationship, could be a relationship you're in now. And because what I'm feeling, I feel I'm pulling back to work again, because I'm thinking of someone I work with. Someone I work with might have started to come on to me in a way. Someone I didn't even realize was interested in me. I may be feeling a connection with. You might be a little confused because you have the Nine of Swords with that energy. So, you know, I know this is not all of you, but this is someone's story who needs to be told. You know, so I have what maybe I would think someone on the outside was perfect. But yet your desires outside of that energy, moving towards an energy where someone had an eye on you. Maybe this is you had your eye on someone else. But yet when I move into that energy, then I also add fear into the mix. So when I'm in the Four of Wands energy alone, I have no fear, right? Within the Four of Wands energy, I'm very comfortable. Something struck my desire. So when I start to move in that direction, and anxiety comes over me. This may be someone who's thinking about having an affair. So all I can say is, are you aware of the possibility of the relationship you're in? You know, listen, even the best relationships can go through these lulls, and through those lulls, it's very easy to think the grass is greener on the other side. But it's not. Sometimes maybe it is. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there because I feel like at that point, I'm showing you where your anxiety is coming from. I'm showing you, you know, what you have. And I think you know that. But yet, I also feel like someone stirred you. I could be talking about the past, too. Because when I look down here, I see the DM looking at this darker energy. This could be the two of you at another time, where one walked away from what I can only imagine as, it feels like the perfect relationship within the Four of Wands. It's there, right? And I'm seeking it again. I want it again. But somebody's eye got turned. Now listen, it could have been turned by greed. It could have been turned by money, right? Something pulls me out of this, some kind of desire I have with me. Maybe it was someone started drinking. I don't know, but something. And I don't feel, I don't know, I don't like the energy of what's pulling me because I feel like it's taking me from pretty perfectness. With that, I have I had a look at this real quick. I had the Two Cups, and underneath it is the Hermit. Card of Virgo, by the way. But let me tell you what I feel like this is saying right here. I need to take a moment and, you know, I need to do some soul searching of where I am and what it is I want and how, you know, don't worry about the how and the when. Leave that to the universe. All you need to worry about is how I be within it. What, you know, am I ready? That type of thing. If you're ready and your energy, you know, if you're, once both are in this state of awareness, right? It almost like can't help it, right? It's just the automatic pull. All right, but awareness has to come first. And what's under that is the Empress, which, well, and then look under that is the Ace of Swords. So before I can have this Ace of Swords, which is that new beginning, right? It is the new beginning. That's what it signifies. But there's a lot of passion within the wands. So, you know, ooh la la. But before I can really take it, showing me, I have to come through the Empress energy. Well, we all know about the Empress now. You know, she realizes she has the gifts of all the queens. She carries them all. She always did. It's the recognition of it, though, right? It's it's me saving myself. Like I said earlier, the Emperor, or the Empress, she saved herself, many, many, many times. And then she grew, right? And then but her heart grows too. She's very nurturing. But she also knows that she has to give herself the same energy. So it comes through that type of energy. It's almost like I'm having the awareness of what my role is within this connection. And, I can't almost help to think that this person went through similar lessons, okay? We're just at different places, right? Maybe one lesson you both went through, you went right through it, and they got stuck in it for a year. Nothing we can do about that. They have to dig their way out, so to speak. Okay, let's keep moving on. Keep moving on. Alright, so it's like I don't have questions over here. It pretty much showed me what this person's doing, where their energy's at. Let's come down here where we have movement in communication. Okay, let's look at that. Well, we have the Devil and we have the Lovers. We have Capricorn and Gemini side by side. This is Capricorn's second appearance. So Capricorn pretty strong. And then look at this. What came with it is the Ten of Swords. And what I'm looking at is the Page of Swords. Okay. So the Page of Swords tells us that, first of all, they're the seeker of truth, right? Don't tell me no lies. Don't tell me no lies. Only the truth. Oh my God. Good luck if you are in government right now. But that's what it is. I'm the seeker of the truth. True communication. Coming from the heart, right? So I'm telling you my truth, and I am asking for your truth. So for him to get to this truth, it's showing him going through the Ten of Swords. So I also want to say, because we go from the 10 directly to the Page, this tells me that the Ten of Swords energy was not far behind him. Right? Because it's, I'm not jumping months, years. I feel like it's showing that this awareness for him, and maybe this is why the movement is not coming yet, but this awareness is new. Look. There you are. There's the Lovers. To me, represents twins all day long. I don't always say that in a reading, because I got to feel the energy with it, but we're doing a twin flame reading, so hello. Alright, so this is the truth. This is the knowing. This is also the knowing of my own actions and how I acted, right? This is the awareness over this whole mess. Whole mess. The 10 says, have the awareness and then let it go. It doesn't need to come forward, right? It's not coming forward. This person may come to you with an apology. It's on their side, because, I don't know if you owe them an apology or not. You'll make that decision up when you do, but I feel like this person, they're coming in with some type of an apology because of the awareness over previous actions, knowing who the connection is now, right? There's no doubt on that. No doubt on that. And I know that it's coming to you because, we went from the 10 to the Page to the Knight. And the Knight is fast movement. Look at the horse. Determined, right? Determined. Maybe to tell you my truth, to tell you how I feel, right? The awareness of this connection. Or before, I was in this Ten of Swords energy, right? I can't see anything through that. I can't see anything, but I fought my way out. I fought my way out. We can look at the Devil energy as, You know, especially with the 10 again next to it, learning how to balance, right? That shadow and the light. Anyway, I really like the awareness of this person. And, you know, up here, I don't feel like there's a rush, but I don't feel like there should be a rush. We don't want there to be a rush until we come to the Hangman. Because at that point, we can trust the energy that's coming in. It's the universe helping both of you have your awareness right when, you know, right when it's good for each of you. This isn't about how fast can we get these two people together. No, this is the love for you and the love for them. And each deserving everything, right? The rest will work itself out. And I can't help but thinking this night's coming in and saying, you know, I have the awareness that you are the one. You're the one I want to spend my life with. You're the one I want to spend eternity with, right? And I know that now. And I'm dumb for not knowing it then. But don't regret. No regret. Okay? Yeah, I want to put down roots. Here, I want to put down roots, and I want to watch us flourish, blossom, grow. And always, always. All right. I'm really just going to take a couple cards over this side of the spread. We have the Nine of Wands. Beautiful. You know, when I see the Nine of Wands, it always makes me feel a past lives. No different here, right? No different here. Nine of Wands talks also, you know, of the Nine of Swords here, of the Nine of Wands over here. It talks about the journey that we've been on. The awareness. The Nine of Wands, I do walk away with the awareness. I also feel like it's the saying that this person has had, I don't know where that whistle came from, this person has had a lot of responsibilities on them. Again, they may own their own business at this point, because I do feel like they've had a lot of responsibilities, and that's okay. But hey, the times are changing. Times are changing. Times are changing. We already know where this person was. They weren't sitting in beautiful energy. Okay. What do I want to do here? Okay. I'm going to keep this deck for a second, and I'm going to come down here real quick. I'm going to look at the Chariot, Temperance, Ten of Cups, the Six of Cups. I mean, how beautiful is that? Right? Temperance says, have patience, my child. Have patience, my child. We have patience with you. Have patience with yourself, right? Understand that during this period of maybe feeling alone, there's purpose within that. Purpose within it. And, you know, we just keep flowing the love to you. It just keeps flowing. You know, and you open to it when you open to it. But being aware of one's energy, right? Temperance can't rush in. Here's the Chariot. It's waiting, right? It's parked outside. It's not going to go anywhere. Where is this destination? The Ten of Cups. Here it is. Can't help it, right? Where's this destination? The Ten of Cups. With who? With the energy of the Six of Cups. Someone from my past that I think of them and I just feel love. You know, and here I never put that card there, so it's like something with the DM still feels incomplete, right? Again, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I didn't get to the 9. I got to the 8. The 8, maybe I need to have awareness of the connection above, right? As above, so below. Pulling on the universal energy to help save me in a way. To help move me out of the 9 of Swords energy. Unless I'm consciously thinking of maybe having an affair, something like that. You know, nobody can stop you from doing that, but I can see what it's doing is already painting the picture forward of anxiety and worry. So consider that, which I'm sure you are considering, hence why it's here. Because it's the Emperor coming back out again. Some of you are in a relationship with this Emperor, and I'm telling you, you're thinking of walking away from it, though, listen, it's like temptation just got you for a second. It's getting you for a second. I want you to think it out. Unless, you know, this is your choice, but I want you to think it out because, you know, let's just say you're just sexually attracted to this person, but you have what feels like heaven at home, but you're sexually attracted to this person. So you know, what could it hurt? What could it hurt? So you do it. Okay? But yet you have a love for this person. So what's going to start building is guilt. And then what starts happening is a sense of jealousy. Well, if I did that, they're doing it too. Chances are, right? So doubt starts to come in. So all that you open the door to these lower energies. Now, I'm sure some can get in there and can control it with no problem. I don't know. But I don't know how you can do one and still have this one, right? How can it still stay the 4 of Wands if I am also giving out over here? Okay, anyway. I'm not telling you don't do it. I'm just saying know why you're doing it. If it's just for a moment of gratification, you may spend a lifetime paying that back. So just know why I'm doing something. Okay. La, 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 la. Well, hello, Wheel of Fortune, card of Destiny. Well, of course. Such beautiful energy. King of Cups. So now we have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. To me, this is 2 people who are ready. 2 open hearts, right? Following destiny. Well, hello, Knight of Cups. So here is love that comes in this door. This is an offer. This is something of an emotional abundance that's coming our way, right? We can still say yes or no to it, but man, we will feel the pull of destiny towards this. So good luck. But here is the action of it coming in. 7 of Swords, and then we have the Emperor again, which is interesting. We have the 7 Swords around us. So 7 of Swords is not energy I trust that much. It's something I don't know, something I don't trust. Some of you, your twins are an Aries. I don't know how it could not be. And listen, maybe it was the Aries who stepped outside of a relationship, right? Maybe what I'm saying to you was them, and maybe how I'm telling it to you is the awareness that they now have of it. Maybe that's why I kept bringing it up, because I needed to get it straight. So I do know for some of you that's what's going on. But here it is. Here it is. Can I trust them again? I mean, hey, listen, trust the energy. That's what I would tell you. Trust, you know, if you accept, let's say, a conversation, a cup of coffee, a drink, you know, with this person, trust the energy that you're feeling, right? Besides the nervousness, you know, and I mean, you're going to feel a connection, but if red flags keep popping their head out, it doesn't mean that, okay, I can never take this person back, but it just means, I don't know, it's just telling you now's not the time. So if you trust in that, you won't go wrong, okay? But I don't feel like that's the energy here at all. I feel like this is one of the reasons why we started from an open heart over here, is because this person's already had that awareness, already had it. We're clarifying the Chariot, Temperance, 10 of Cups, and 6 of Cups. And the wheel. This is new energy, right? New energy about to begin. King of Cups, an open heart now. Right? I can fulfill you. Well, we fulfill each other. But the Knight of Cups coming into that King is showing me. It's kind of funny because the Knight of Cups coming into the King, which is on the DS side, and the Queen of Cups is on the DM side. So it's like a kind of like we're a little reversed here. But maybe that's where our energy is at. Anyway, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Can I trust it? Can I trust it? Well, you won't trust it if you're in the Nine of Swords energy. You'll automatically not trust it. You'll automatically not give it a chance. You'll automatically create anxiety for yourself. Because what you're thinking is the long run. Like, I have to now trust him for the rest of my life. No, you don't. You have to trust him day by day by day. And then let it build, right? Take it day by day. Get comfortable in the energy. Maybe that's why I said earlier, there's a period before you get to that full twin. I don't know. I hate to say it like that, but if you guys are following what I'm saying, I feel like I'm stuttering a lot. Okay, I think I get the message across. So, can I trust myself to trust him? Can I trust myself to be open? It's not just about can I trust them, but can I trust myself too? This is what you're in the stage of. You're really in the stage of that, of trying to go through that, trying to figure it out, trying to come to the balance. But, you know, just remember one thing. We don't want to give up hope. And you don't have to hope for a particular person. You just hope for the best love you can possibly have. Don't even put a name to it. I just want love to show up on my door because I am ready to give it. I gotta give someone my love. It's overflowing over here. And, you know, the right person shows up. The right person for that moment. Maybe it is for the rest of your life. Maybe it's for however long you need that. But it's about trusting. Trusting, and I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'm going to leave it there. I just want to remind you of the beautiful energy at the bottom of the spread. And, you know, be realistic with yourself. Not everyone's going to be on the exact same time level. But if you're in the journey, you're in the journey. So you're somewhere here. You're somewhere honest. And, you know, I can grow leaps and bounds if I have awareness over this Nine of Swords. The faster I give myself the awareness over the Nine of Swords and then take action, it's gone. It's like after I apologized to Sam today, all that weight just fell off of me. And I said to him, I'm like, do you accept my apology? And he said, of course I do. But I felt like I had to ask, like, do you accept it? Because I wanted it to be the finale of that type of action. You guys are probably like, Sandy, tell us what you did. It's just the way I talked. You know, and I just got some tough energy around me. I feel like Mercury's in retrograde, but I know we're in the shadow period. But yeah, I have to keep holding my tongue here a little bit. Anyway, I've been losing work, just disappears. I shouldn't say that. Hopefully this makes it to YouTube. All right, guys, I love you. Just be aware of your energy. Talk to each other through the comments. Help each other because we're all on this journey together. We're just in different versions of it, right? So let's help each other through it. More and more are coming together. We know that through the comments also. So, you know, there's nothing better than hearing your story of the two of you coming together. So please, if that's you, share it so others can have a sense of hope through you, right? Because listen, my journey was ridiculously hard. And never would I have thought back at some point where Sam and I broke up that we would ever be back together. But a part of me did. You know, subconsciously I knew his energy just never went away from me. Didn't mean I was going to die without him, right? But things just fell in the way they were meant to fall. I mean, he clearly must have been feeling the same way because he's the one who picked up the phone, right? Picked up the phone. Started the conversation. That's all you had to do was start it. So, I'm just saying, you never know. And the day that he called, I have to tell you, it was not the best day in my life. But the moment I took that call, my whole life just seemed to change. Like, it's like somebody turned on a light. I've been sitting in the darkness, and I was like, oh, wait, you do have light. You do have electricity. So, I know all things are possible. And I know better than to put expectations on something must show, on how it must show. And to tell you, I really know that I am responsible for my own actions within it. I thank the universe for bringing us together. And now it's up to me to make it the best I can. And that is through these life lessons and the awareness of them. And this is why I can now have an expanded mind, an expanded soul, right? Because I absorbed the lesson, not the pain. I love you guys. I hope this helps you in some way. Please let me know. Please feel free to share this. I kind of love that when you do. You know, I know I should start a Facebook, but I kind of don't want to. To be honest, I really don't want to. So feel free to share it on your own Facebooks. You know, who knows? I may hire someone to do like social media for me, but just not an avenue I want to get into. You know, it doesn't bring me joy. It brings me anxiety. So, live your heart's desire, guys. I love you. Be open to the experience and release the expectations. That's all. That's all. I will see you all soon. Thank you again for commenting, sharing, subscribing, even hitting that little bell. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for your donations. It is what keeps the channel alive. So, you know, I'd never ask if it wasn't needed. But and the appreciation is tremendous. So thank you guys. Yeah, let me know what you think. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.